amazing news that we're now merging talent on Facebook. We got like a crown, right? Mm-hmm. When it comes to this social media stuff, I'm happy when we get anything like that. I mean, I really don't know what it means. I'm not an expert on social media. I'm still learning, right?
Yeah.
And a week was going pretty good. You know, hear about Aussies, unfortunate, but up until today, and then I mean, I deal with stupid on a daily basis, but not this kind of stupid.
Right.
So 2 weeks ago, it was about 2 weeks ago, we posted a video on, and I'm still not going to name names because there's no point. It doesn't matter who it was, right? We have nothing personally against this individual. There is no personal grudge. And I thought by the actual topic that we wouldn't even have to explain this, because the whole concept of the video is how collecting has just gone awry, right? I mean, it's just gone haywire. And it's about the collectors. It was about the issue with people, and they're collecting for kind of the wrong reason, in our opinion, right? All this is our opinion. We never said it's a fact, motherfucker. Fact.
Uh-huh.
Some of these people need to look up the definitions of fact or opinion. But anyway, one of the sites that we were kind of referencing got a piece of mail in from a studio.
Piece of mail, yeah.
Yes, telling them, son, no! Right. And of course, and hey, that sucks. Like, we've gotten cease and desist shit before. We have. I don't really want to go into the details of it, but it pissed me off. I fucking am not, I don't like hearing about shit like that whenever it is, because the studios, ultimately they're greedy. But at the end of the day, man, this couldn't be a huge surprise to get a cease and desist from Warner Brothers for a box set on their most popular franchise that's coming out here. I think they're going to be announcing it at San Diego Comic-Con more than likely. Dude, how could this be a surprise? And I don't know if maybe the guy that runs it isn't surprised. I don't know. He hasn't really given an opinion on it. But we were blamed. Okay, I'm going to call up Warner Brothers Legal on my phone. Bulls, I need y'all to go to this site. You won't believe what this son of a bitch has got on there. He is selling this artwork and these boxes, and you're just going to have to, I want you guys to send him a cease and desist and do it now. How ridiculous is this shit?
Well, I have so many different things I'd like to say, but I guess first and foremost, I'd just like to say, fuck you. And secondly, after that, I'd like to say, I've never in my life called a company or anything like that on anybody, filed a copyright claim on anything.
No. I never even told anybody. When I was in the third grade, I never told on anybody. I didn't want to be a tattler.
I've never wanted to do that, but I would have no fucking idea how to even do that if I wanted to do it. So, but the part that blows my mind about this is that this person or entity's fan base can't wrap their fucking heads around the fact that, like, here we are, like a smaller YouTube channel, but they have got like massive YouTube channels with like massive subscribers promoting their shit. And They are making something for the most popular horror-related thing that possibly has ever been released. And they can't wrap their heads around why, like how a studio would have an issue with that, or how that would become known to a
It's
studio.
got to be DEADPIT, right?
What the fuck makes like in your brain, in your decaying brains of some of these people that are just, they must just sit around and watch brain rot shit all day long on their phone. What would make you think that like us mentioning that one time for 30 seconds to a minute on one show buried in like 100 other shows is somehow the cause?
And the name of this the site was never ever mentioned.
No,
Never. And
so I guess you need a scapegoat because you're doing something stupid to begin with, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And if you need that, then that's fine. If your buddies, your subscribers, or whatever the fuck you want to call them, morons, what I call them, want to like use us as fucking just pure
dick shitters
and shit hen casseroles, want to use us as a scapegoat, that's fine. But the truth of the matter is that you are probably the one that brought this on yourself. Like, whether you like that or not, that's what happened. Like, you ain't supposed to be doing shit like that. You know what it is. Everybody knows what it is.
It's plastered all over the internet, all over your Instagram page, all over Facebook. You got big YouTubers talking about it and promoting it. Some of those YouTubers got this shit sent completely free, by the way. And I don't know if that was ever mentioned in any of their videos. So they did not pay $100 or $200, whatever the shit is.
And that's probably the dumbest thing they could have done was advertise this and put it on and give it to people who were going to advertise it to like hundreds of thousands of people. And you don't think amongst those hundreds of thousands of people, like somebody's going to take notice of that? Like, what are the odds? Just if you just use your brain for a second, just 1 second, like what are the odds that I don't know, like 1,000 to 2,000 people that watch that video are the problem, or that like the probably 80 to 100,000 other people that watch those combinations of other videos that you sent that shit to are the problem. That's what got noticed. Or just the fact that like
it's all over the internet. Like
it's all over the internet, and you're releasing something about the biggest release that a studio company has.
Now again, the owner of this company never really threw her name out there, but some of the supporters, some of the cocksucking morons, we'll call them that, cocksucking morons. I think that's a good. There's not many of them, but there's a couple that's very vocal and obviously have some sort of like vendetta against us. I don't know what that is, but the whole idea behind that original video was how ridiculous collecting has gotten. It was not to sabotage this dude's site. Yeah. And yes, I did mention I was surprised that he didn't get a cease and desist yet. But dude, like, okay, we were around doing those screenings for barely a year before we got something similar to that, right? We didn't promote, the social media did not exist back then, really. I mean, maybe Instagram was kind of around, but I never posted on it. I didn't use it. I didn't know anything about it. This stuff is plastered all over the internet. And let me tell you something, brother, dude. The Warner Brothers cease and desist is probably not going to be the first. Other studios are going to see this shit. You're doing stuff, mainstream Marvel movies, big mainstream movies, Halloween or whatever else. It should not be a surprise to anybody that the mainstream studios are going after your ass. Like, I mean, it's, look, I don't really think it's fun. What I think is funny is people are blaming, there's a few people that are blaming us, and they're discriminating against us too. That's one thing that we haven't, we haven't really, because we're used to it. It's been ongoing for years and years and years. It's the only thing that really people kind of latch on to, and it is a form of discrimination.
Yeah, the only thing that they can ever say, and the only thing that they ever do say, because we've been around for so long, we've got so much respect in this community. But the only thing that they can ever attack is like, oh, they're inbred, they're rednecks, they're fucking idiots or whatever.
Look, they use the R word.
They use the hard R word. Let me tell you something that's funny about that to me, though. Even if, like, we're rednecks, even if we're inbred, we still got enough fucking common sense to know, like, where that shit's coming from. Like, we still got enough common sense to know that, like, if you do something like that for long enough, you're going to get fucking caught. And we've still got enough common sense to know that, like, if you promote shit like that online to hundreds of thousands of people, like, that's what's going to happen.
Don't be surprised, when you get bit, right?
What ended up, I'll tell you exactly what happened. It's the same shit that always happens. People got butthurt because we were talking about their preciouses, which is their fucking physical media shit. And they don't like that. They don't like when people call them nerds or point out the fact that they're fucking like goofy
wasting their money,
spending all this money on stuff. And so they want to attack us about it rather than looking at themselves in the mirror and being like, why am I spending $200 fucking dollars on this goddamn thing that doesn't even like go? It's not even part of the original thing. So they don't have any insight. They're never going to have any insight. Like, none of this is ever going to change. Bunch of fucking lame brain lug nut motherfuckers out there just walking around.
We got to say the majority of the people, though, in those videos really kind of were behind us and was like, finally somebody speaking up about how ridiculous this shit has gotten. And again, the idea behind those videos was not to talk trash about a particular company. If we wanted to do that, I would name the company's name.
Yeah,
if we really wanted to do that.
That's the weird thing about it. None of that was directed towards the company. It was directed towards the idiots that buy stuff from like certain companies and things like that that overcharge and put out bullshit. But like, it wasn't like I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck if you put out like that stuff and that artwork and you like, infringe upon trademarks.
And you jack your little bird off in it and everything else.
I don't care about
Use it as a fleshlight. Oh God, this box is.
I could honestly care less about any of that shit.
Oh.
The thing I cared about or thought that was at least funny was the amount of money that people will spend on goofy shit like that all the time.
Yeah.
And just how far that this has gotten. We've gotten down this rabbit hole of like merchandise and shit that goes for these movies and stuff that just doesn't even, pretty soon, you're going to have little raincoats or something for you goddamn Blu-rays. Like, it's not far off from that at this point. So that's what I was talking about. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about any
I don't give a fuck about any of these people, but it's always the same stuff. And it really is. Dude, you can look at it any way you want to. That's a form. The shit that they say regarding our accents and calling us inbreds and hillbillies and everything, if that's not some form of discrimination on Southern people, I don't know what isn't.
Oh, it's just discrimination, fucking period, though, man. Because like I was saying before, you'll never catch these motherfuckers saying anything like that towards somebody that was Hispanic or somebody that was black or anything like that. Because they know for a fact that they did that, they would be immediately canceled. But because we're from the South and we're white, they think that they can call us whatever the fuck they want. Well, not anymore, motherfuckers. I'm calling this shit out from now on.
Yeah.
It's my fucking ass.
Accent discrimination will not be tolerated, folks, in this dojo. And
you want to talk about something that YouTube would probably not like or Facebook would probably not like, considering those are two of the most liberal companies ever, is like discrimination, racism, and shit like that, which is what these assholes from these places are doing. I ain't doing it. I'll start to learn how to report motherfuckers now for that.
But yeah, so
I'm a victim.
We're both victims here, in my opinion. We've been attacked for no reason. People have, I don't know, maybe it's defamation as well. Claiming that we did what they're saying that we did. Now there's only a couple of these little cocksuckers out there, the fucking morons. But, you know, I just wanted to kind of mention it and say, hey, I'm putting it on the line. I did, and I have never reported anybody. We would never do anything like that because it's happened to us, right? Even though what you were doing was obviously illegal, right? We know we've got friends. We've got friends that printed shirts without licenses and whatever else, you know, made DVD-Rs and did shit or whatever. But I am not going to post a post and say, darn, here we go. We're fucking like, you know, I don't know.
Anybody that reports a video for anything like short of like, I don't know, child neglect or abuse or, you know, something like that, that's actually like worth reporting a video. But if you're just reporting a video because like you don't like something, you're a fucking asshole, man. That's the biggest bullshit ever to do something like that too. Oh, look at me. I'm going to report you. Oh, I'm a bad.
Yeah, I've never done that because that's a pussy move, man. Like, we can defend ourselves verbally. I mean, which is what you have to do on the fucking internet, right? And the funny thing is, all these conventions that we've ever been to, everyone has been cool. I've never walked by anyone and had somebody call me an inbred hillbilly redneck or anything like that.
You never will either.
You know why? Because you got all these little pissant motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, come on. I'll tell you something right now. Even me, and I ain't big as nothing, I guarantee you nobody will ever come up to me and say shit to my fucking face.
You know why they ain't gonna say nothing, bulls? Because I will powerbomb them to fucking hell.
They won't do it because number one, they don't know what, they can't fight. They don't know what, they're fucking cowards. And like, they just want to talk shit. They don't want to do anything.
Yeah. And they're fucking humorless little pussies. Like, oh, God. I don't want to get too worked up about this, but I think it's funny. Ultimately, we had tons of people send us screenshots of some of these little assholes. And if anything, I'm glad that we ruined their day. Okay. Thinking that we did something like that, which we did not do. I don't know that guy. Have nothing against that guy. I think he's friends with some of our friends. So obviously, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, fuck him. I'm going to, hey, Warner Brothers, look here. Look here. You need to go on this site and kick this guy's ass.
No.
I want all these people to click everything they're supposed to click.
You haven't been liking them, you haven't been subscribing to them, you haven't clicked the bell or notification or anything like that.
Folks, why don't you click the like button?
Do you hate us? Do you not want to see us succeed?
Why don't you click the heart button?
Is this something that you have against our particular show?
Why don't you subscribe?
You should click on one of them buttons right now if you want us to continue to bring greatness into your life.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit Radio shirts. You can get Last Out on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Special thanks goes out to our supporters on Patreon. You know what kind of stuff you can get on Patreon, Uncle Bill, starting at only $1 a month?
What's that?
Access to every Dead Pit show since 2005. We got almost 200 fan commentaries that we've done over the decades.
Here's what other fucking Patreons do. They're like, hey, give us money and then we'll let you see a video early that we're going to release like a fucking week from now, and then that's all we're going to give you. Meanwhile, we have a literal jukebox full of songs, thousands of reviews. I don't even know how many shows are up on there now that we've done over the years.
Hundreds of thousands.
You need to figure this out now and subscribe to us on Patreon and YouTube and Instagram and help us to 1 million. The road to 1 million subscribers starts today.
So DeadPit on Patreon.com. Join today. Tiers start at only $1, but I'd recommend at least the $10 tier.
You can do 50. The stock market's crashing around us, folks, but send us money.